At the gym and everywhere in between, Tommy Copper's got my back. There's no way I could get through my day without it. You need this. Trust me.
Extra padding in the toe and the heel. Love it. SPF 50. Love that for the added protection. But what I really want is I want that antimicrobial, I want that wonderful Zenergy technology that's going to give me the compression, but also give me the ability to have moisture wicking, to have all of the technology in a sock that, quite frankly, is still cute. You don't find them at these prices. In fact, usually what you would find is $2 more for one pair. We took $2 off and we're giving you 4. The question is, which 4 do you want? So what you're seeing there on your screen right now, we have 4 different sets you can choose from. Each one's gonna give you a white and a gray, which I love, because I know everyone always wants to have something that's more neutral. You're gonna want your white, you're gonna want your gray. Every one you choose will come with 1 white and 1 gray. If you choose your basics, you're going to have a gray and a white plus 2 black pairs. If you choose your seagrass, you're going to have that gray and the white plus blues and greens. If you choose summer night, you're gonna have your gray and your white plus blue and purple. And if you choose sunrise, my personal favorite, you get your gray and your white plus pink and orange. We have 3 different styles available for you. You have the over the calf, which I'm personally wearing. I think they're cute. They do exactly what you want them to do. I'm wearing them in the white that you're gonna see here, but you see how even the heel is color-coded when you're choosing the sunrise? I love it. So you can use over the calf, but we also have over the calf wide. So it depends on which one you're gonna wanna get. You just choose that size. And then we also have ones that are the ankle length here. And every one of your ones that you option for, whether it's the over the calf wide, or the ankle, you're gonna have those 4 different color sets to choose from. Pretty simple, but I will say sunrise is getting limited because the pinks, the peachies, the white with the pink, everyone just loves these. If you don't end up grabbing the sunrise because it sells out, go for seafoam because it is so cute. And I know Laura Baker agrees with me. Laura, good morning.
How are you?
You've been up late last night?
Oh, yes.
Have you used your TENS device yet to wake you up? I bet you have. It's so good to see you. What a great deal. And with free shipping and handling, it's time to stock up.
Yeah, it really is one of those things. If you're having heaviness in your legs, if you're having soreness in your legs, compression can make such a difference in making those aches and pains and muscle soreness just go away. By the way, if you've injured your muscles and your legs as well, this actually helps to reduce the recovery time of your muscles. That means your legs are going to feel better faster. But beyond that, it just gets your blood flowing. It just makes your body feel better, your mind feels better, it puts a smile on your face, it gives you more energy, because compression helps with the circulation. But for it to work, you have to have it on your body. These socks, of course, have that graduated compression. They also have arch support that's entirely built into the sock. They also have a padded heel and toe, which means these will last twice as long as normal socks before getting holes in them. The over-the-calf compression is where we're getting all of those benefits from. But we've done a couple special things. We gave you a nice wide stay top band for that easy on, easy off, and moisture wicking. Our socks have always had moisture wicking, but these have extra moisture wicking channels built inside of them to keep your feet extra dry. And of course, our patented technology is copper Zenergy. That's copper and zinc permanently infused into the fibers, so you never have to worry about it washing out. Machine wash, tumble dry low, these socks are going to stay good for you. And by the way, they also have 8 on either side, new, I call them the air conditioning panels, right? So a little breathability there for your legs to make them even more comfortable to wear.
These are so much better than the compression sleeve that I was given by my cardiologist. I mean, they're so much more comfortable and they're cute. And
yes.
I mean, I love the length. I think that they just feel like everything that I want when I travel, of course, but even if you're just sitting at a table, if you're sitting at a desk, if you're just living your life, there is a very real importance to the science and the, you know, the medical biology behind this. I think when people may be wondering, well, what size do I get? Because I know my shoe size, but oftentimes we don't necessarily know how a sock size works. So you're going to have a graphic that's about to show up on your screen if you'd like to take a look. We have small, medium, large, and extra large. If you see that you fall in between those sizes as a woman, you may do the small, medium, or large. The men, you'd see it moves up to that extra large size, and those sizes are going to be available for you whether you go for the seagrass, that summer night, sunrise, basics.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
they're so pretty.
So here's the choices that you have. You order by your shoe size for sure, right? Then you choose if you want the ankle or the over the calf. A lot of people are picking up both. Then beyond that, on the over the calf, you choose the regular calf or the wide calf. And I want to show you the difference on that regular and the wide calf, because the regular calf is an 18-inch circumference and the wide calf is a 20-inch circumference. You can see here just how easy they are to be able to put on and off. Valerie's just putting them on. A lot of people have struggled putting on compression socks in the past, right? The reason why is because they don't have any stretch. Take a look at the stretch in both of these. The blue one is our regular and the white one is the wide calf. So if you have a wide calf, very few compression socks come in wide calf. They're very hard to make. We actually have to make them on a different machine entirely. So
interesting.
It's completely a different machine in order to make that wide calf, but we're still going to be able to give you the length and the width and the stretch, that four-way stretch, to make them easier to put on your body and be able to wear for a long amount of time. And that's the key with compression. Compression is amazing, but you have to use it, right? And if it's uncomfortable, if it's tight, if it's sausage casing your legs and you're ripping it off within 5 minutes, it's not doing us any good. So this is a medium grade compression that hugs your legs, right? But it does it in a really easy and gentle manner.
And you know Copper Life. I mean, they've sold 1 million socks here since starting.
It's our 5-year anniversary.
This is and happy anniversary.
Thank you.
This is a name you know and you trust. And anytime you've sold 1 million of something, all that means is it works. All that means is people have said again and again, we know the value of compression, but we love that Zenergy, because when you're talking about the antimicrobial, the moisture wicking of it all, you really do start to put all of your checklists of your wish lists, you know, in a sock. I have a wish list for this, 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 and that. They very rarely all go together. But for me, the wish list that comes in, because I've only ever had compression socks in white, black, and nude. That's it.
And they're really ugly.
I don't want to say
wear them.
ugly. I don't want to say, I don't want to say ugly.
I mean, I'm honest. What can I say?
But
I
these
say it
are
like it is. If you don't like it, too bad.
They're
right?
so cute.
No, but it's one of those things. Like, it is. It is. They're not pretty. They're medical grade. They're not attractive. It's a little bit embarrassing to wear them, right? And let's face it, they're not easy to put on, and they're not easy to take off either. So I'm taking this off. I'm sitting here talking to you. If you notice, there was no special technique, right?
Okay.
I literally just put them on and rip them off. That's the thing. A lot of compression socks have zippers. I actually used to work for a different compression sock company years ago, and I had a special folding technique I had to teach people. I literally had to teach people how to fold the sock, to put them on and to take them off. Did I do anything right there? I just shoved on socks like I would put on any pair of socks. There was nothing special at all. And if you noticed, I didn't struggle, I'm not out of breath, and it happened fast, and I was talking the entire time. Now, put this into perspective in your home, right? Maybe your husband's not home to help you put those compression socks on. Now you can do it yourself. Maybe the compression socks are on your body and you're ready to take them off. Now you can do it yourself. For me, it's in an airplane seat. Those little tiny seats, you're like this, right? And I can't tell you how many dozens of times, been like this trying to put these compression socks on. Now it's so much easier because they have that four-way stretch. They are so much easier to put on no matter what little tiny space you're in.
Did you watch the show that won all the Emmys and all the Golden Globes?
Of course.
Okay, and the scene where basically everyone decides after that, they're like, we're wearing compression socks every day for the rest of our lives. And then you notice in the last couple scenes, every man, these, you know, multi-millionaire businessmen, they're all making sure they put on their compression socks on the plane. This is something that's been around forever, but it's just the barrier of, I don't know, is it cute? Is it for me? These look like you're heading to the gym. You know, these look like you bought them from a high-end athletic store, and no one would even think that they're compression socks. In fact, they're just so cute. I know you gave me some to try at home before the show, and I had the ankle socks to use, and I loved them. Very, very comfortable. I loved the padded durability. And those will be $2 less if you do decide to go for the ankle sock option. But remember, just one of these alone can go for that $39. You know, here at HSN, we have a great relationship where we're able to bring them down to, you know, around 50. But today, we have $39.99 for 4 pairs. And remember, you are gonna have free shipping and handling, and you're gonna have 3 flex. So you're looking at, you know, a price of basically taking 25% of what one of these socks would cost anywhere else, and you do still get the white, you do still get the gray, so don't worry about saying, I just don't wanna go with my gut on my favorite colors and then not have something more neutral. No matter what, you're gonna have the neutral. The white and the gray will come with you no matter what. If you go with basics, you're gonna get 2 additional pairs of black. You go with sunrise, you get that gorgeous orange and pink that are becoming limited now. The seagrass, which is so pretty, the blue and the green, and then there's that summer night with the purple and the blue. You choose your over the calf, whether you're using wide or regular, or you choose your ankle. Now, what would you say, I think I've read this, but I wanna confirm with you, what the width of the calf should be if you choose to go for the wide or
so
not?
the regular, there's a blue one that's here in the front, that's an 18-inch calf circumference.
Okay.
And the wide back here on the back is a 20-inch calf circumference. So
Okay.
those are the 2 differences. You normally know if you have a wide calf, right? And so if you have that wide calf, you also know that it's very hard to find compression socks that fit your legs. It's hard to find socks, period, that fit your legs if you have a wide calf. So it's really nice to be able to have this as that option, especially since Tommy Copper and Copper Life really had to go above and beyond to make that happen because they had to get an entire different manufacturing system in order for that to work. So I'm gonna give you a little tour of the sock again. The one thing I wanna say is from the ankle down, these 2 are identical, other than in color right now, right? But the difference is the band here on the ankle sock is a stay top band. It's not as thick. Notice how thick the band is, obviously, on the over the calf to stay in place. So here, it's not as thick there for you. What's really nice, though, is that it still has padding behind here in this area. And what that does is prevent any rubbing or chafing from boots and tennis shoes in the back of the ankle. So it helps to protect that Achilles back there. While also the sock, when you're going on a walk, maybe you're walking the dog, you're going to the theme park, the sock isn't falling down into your shoe and you're constantly stopping and picking it back up.
Right.
That drives me absolutely batty when you have socks that happen like that. Okay, so then what you have here is this is the Ultra Guard technology. What does that mean? That means that you're going to buy socks less often because these will last twice as long before they start getting holes in them. So you're already getting a great deal, but you're kind of doubling it, right? Because these socks last twice as long. There's extra padding in the toe area, a little padded area on the bottom, and then more padding in the heel. The padding here and in the toe is to help prevent those holes, but also if you have plantar fasciitis like I do, this is nice to have that little extra padding here. The padding goes up behind in the Achilles, this area, to prevent rubbing there. And there is arch support, 300, notice how the pattern changes right here? That is arch support, 360 degrees all the way around the sock. Then there's the graduated compression. And so you have that graduated compression that starts tightest at the ankle. There's the arch support that I was just talking about to help prevent that the overpronation from happening. The padded heel and the padded toe, again, to have that 2 times double from getting holes inside of it. Right. And then the over-the-calf compression. This over-the-calf compression helps to relieve the aches and pains and muscle soreness. It helps to shorten the recovery time of your muscles. The nice wide stay top keeps that band in place. And the moisture wicking. We always have moisture wicking in all of our socks, but the moisture wicking in this is actually an additional portion of moisture wicking where you can have, it has moisture channels is what we're calling them. And so it's additional moisture to keep your legs even more dry. And then of course our Copper's energy technology.
Are we allowed to walk over to the models?
Sure.
Are we allowed to do this? Okay, so moisture wicking in a sock will be enough to get me willing to purchase a sock, right? I love that. Anytime you're saying, hey, you're gonna have a little bit less sweat, a little bit less of that, odor at the end of the day, that's fantastic. But when you're talking about the actual support that comes not just here within the calves, but even in the actual arch of your foot, there are so many things that you just assume cannot be pampered in the way that they actually can, but they can, and they will be when you grab these. What I'm feeling right now is like actual support and new forms of, it's almost like a sensation I'm not used to.
Yeah.
It feels like, oh, wait a second, my foot actually is supported there at the arch. I can feel the support and almost, it's like a hug, but it's not uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's very reassuring to me. I know right now this is our model Val and this is our model Bryce. Hello, Bryce. Now you normally wear a size 12 in men's shoes, correct? And Val, you are an 8.5. So what size of these socks did you choose?
I have the extra large.
Extra large, and Val, you are in?
I believe
The medium, okay, and you would be in the medium. Can I come down here with you guys? Can we do a little slumber party? I'm an escort, it's okay, it's okay. So I'm someone who doesn't like to wear shoes in my house.
Yes.
But I do need to wear socks in my house.
These are such great socks to do that. I do the same thing because they're so supportive, because they have that arch support that's built in, right? And so you actually get that, and they have a little extra padding on the bottom to give you a little extra comfort there too. But beyond that, they just make your legs feel better. They make your body feel better, right? And so it's one of those things where if your legs, you wear heels all the time. I run into you all the time, and she has these gorgeous shoes on consistently. And your feet hurt at the end of the day. So maybe you're not wearing shoes with your heels, but when you come home, put on your compression socks and help reduce those aches and pains that you have from wearing them.
Absolutely. I know that the Sunrise is getting a little bit limited now, and some of these sizes are gone. So people are moving to the second most popular, which is the basics. You're going to use the basics all the time. If you're buying them for him, you're going to use the basics. My sister would probably, I think, love the summer night colorway, which you have right now, the blues and the purples. It really doesn't have to coordinate with the clothes that you're wearing, by the way. You're always going to have the white and the gray no matter which set you purchase. So you'll definitely get those, more neutral colors. But I think it's fun to have the ones that are the nice colors, because it's really surprising to me just how much it can lift my mood if I put something on that's a color that I enjoy, especially if it's just for wearing in the home and improving my health.
Well, and I like the fact that because it's a color, nobody knows that it's a compression sock, right? So you're not advertising to the world that you're wearing compression, or that, like me, I have ankles that swell. It just happens. It happens on airplanes. It happens if I'm on my feet for hours and hours and hours on end. And so I wear my compression socks, but I'm not embarrassed about it because nobody knows that they're compression either.
Yes.
So, yeah, my ankles are feeling better, and my legs are feeling better, and all of that stuff too. Father's Day, by the way, is coming up, and I know that
Just
dads,
reminded me.
Right?
Oh,
dads
gosh.
tend to get socks a lot for holidays because dads are hard to buy for. I have given these socks to pretty much every man I have ever known, and they all kind of look at me and go, okay, Laura, thanks for the socks. And then I get text messages, and I get pictures of them wearing the socks, and like, okay, how do I get more of these socks? Because they are amazing.
I agree. In fact, Laura is right, because every consumer perception survey we get here, I can maybe think of 2 products right now where we've had 100s across the board, ever. So in our consumer perception survey, 100% of people who wore these every day for 1 week agreed that the fit was the best they have ever tried. I really want you to read that again. The best they have ever tried. 100% agreed the comfort was the best they have ever tried. 100% agreed the quality was excellent. I would say yes to all of these myself. And 100% agreed the compression was excellent. So if you're sitting here saying, is it really great compression? Is it really great quality? Is it really a great fit? Is it really great comfort? Take our word for it. But take a consumer perception survey for it, where we can't pay any extra or do these a bunch of times to hope for the results. These are very, well-regulated surveys that we do. When you come back with a 100% across the board, you are safe to presume what you're going to get home, you're going to feel the same way that the rest of the people felt when they were surveyed for this. And that's a really impressive stat,
It is huge.
Laura.
I mean, I've been at HSN for 18 years now, this fall, and we were always so thrilled when we would get a perception survey with 90% or above, right?
Thrilled with it.
Thrilled with it. And if you have 4 things on it, you're like, okay, one's 80%, one's 82%, one's 90%, one's 93%. We would be screaming for joy, Now, to have 4 of them and all of them be 100%, like everybody agrees that these are the most comfortable, everybody agrees that they're amazing quality, everybody agrees that they give amazing compression. Yeah, that's one of the things that really just sets us apart, because they really are good quality socks. Tommy Copper is the parent company of Copper Life. Copper Life is exclusive to us here at HSN. And what happened really was Tommy was in a really bad water skiing accident, actually. And when he was sent home from the hospital, they said to him, okay, you have to recover in bed and you need to wear compression. And he couldn't put the compression socks on and take them off by himself. And so that's literally how he started in his recovery room, right? On his computer, trying to come up with a sock that gave you the stretch so you had that ability to have that independence to put these socks on by themselves. Then he married it with the technology of copper, and it's called Copper's Energy. It's patented for us because that's copper and zinc permanently infused into these fibers. Go online, copper does a ton of things, right? But one of the coolest things copper does is it actually helps to kill the odor-causing bacteria that grows on fabrics.
Impressive.
Well, when it comes to socks, guess what?
That's where most
You
of the
have
odor
kids.
is. Yes, yes.
Right? Stinky socks, teenage boys in a big car after a soccer tournament or a baseball game or something like that, and they take off those cleats, and you just kind of want to throw the kids out the window with the cleats, right? Because it's so smelly. I mean, we've all been there. We have all been there.
That's funny.
Now the socks are less stinky thanks to that patented technology.
I want to remind you of how to order, because if you do love these longer over the calf socks, you know, for me, and I'm 5'9", by the way, I could actually put them up over the knee. So they're really, really, you know, well sized, I would say. And what is the exact length of these, by the way, Laura?
Well, they're going to stretch depending on your length and your width, okay? So somebody who has a wider calf, they're going to go a little bit lower down.
So you can choose the over the calf, and you can choose that in the regular or the wide. That's your choice if you want the beautiful over the calf. If you want the ankle, you're going to just choose those ones. Those don't come in the regular or wide because, again, they're not going over your calf. But all three of these options are going to give you 4 different colors to choose from. And I want to go actually back to the table to show the colors. Yeah. Because every single one is going to give you the white and the gray. Don't worry about it if you have your heart set on a color and you go, I love it, but I kind of wanted that neutral one too. You're gonna get 2 neutrals either way. So each one of your color options will give you a white and a gray, but if you choose sunrise, you get, oh my goodness, we only have 5 dozen left in the sunrise ankle. Sizes large and extra large only left in that sunrise ankle. They are about to go. Sunrise over the calf, which is what I'm wearing, 200 total left. I mean, we've sold thousands and thousands of these. Wow, this is impressive. I love it when our shoppers have the same taste as I love.
Last I saw it was like 12,000. I think it might be 13,000.
Yes, so these are gonna go to the sunrise over the calf. Please, if you love these, check out large and extra large, still available for the over the calf. Let's move to your other colorways. This is called the seagrass. It's what beautiful Laura is wearing. Again, so smart. Thank you so much for giving us the gray and the white either way, Laura, because it makes you so it's not like a feeling of, am I being irrational just getting the colors? No, you're gonna get gray and white either way. But now we have this beautiful seafoam green and the deep teal color here. Your summer night options, you can have summer night in the calf, but if you get the ankle, we have medium large and extra large only still available in the ankle for summer night. In the over the calves, we have large and extra large only available. It's what, 10 a.m.?
Yeah, I mean, we don't usually start selling out of sizes and colors. Oh,
this is, yes, 14,000. It's 10 a.m. I'm sorry, anyone who's going to tune in at noon today, you may not get your socks. Here we go. It's impressive, but it's a great deal, and it's a deal you're going to wear every day. Sometimes we have something and we're like, are you going to use this summer? Are you going to use this next Saturday? You're going to use this today, tomorrow, every day. If you can grab a couple, grab a couple. Because remember that survey of the 100%, they wore them every day. You too can wear them every day. Maybe grab a few sets. And then here's our basics where you're going to get the white and the gray again, plus the black. You choose your over the calf, over the ankle. I do have a question I want to ask you. I know that you answered it pretty well, but just in case anyone at home is curious, what kind of benefits do we get in a compression sock that's made for the ankle? It's still benefiting our foot health area?
Yeah, it still gives you the compression in the ankle down. What it doesn't give you is the graduated compression up the leg. But you are still getting some of the benefits. You're still getting the arch support that's built in. You're still getting the 2 times of the wear, so it will still last twice as long as other socks before they get holes in them inside of it. You still have the Achilles support that's back here with the extra padding. The patented Copper's Energy technology, of course, is inside of here. This is UPF 50 protection, so your feet actually have some extra protection, and your legs, if you're wearing the over the calf, have the extra protection. By the way, on the sizing, you order true to your shoe size, but on the over the calf, you will pick whether you want the regular or you want the wide calf. And here's the difference. So the blue is the regular, and that's up to 18-inch circumference, and the wide calf is the white that's behind it. You can see you have a couple extra inches there. That's up to a 20-inch circumference on the calf. You know if you have a wide calf. We brought this wide calf to you because you requested it, to be perfectly honest. And it was not an easy thing to do. Wide calf compression socks are hard to find, and they're hard to find because you have to make them on an entirely different machine. The same machine that makes our regular socks cannot make the wide calf ones. And so it costs a lot more money to make them. They're more expensive to make them, and it's more of a hassle, to be perfectly honest. But we bring it to you because we know that you love them, and they tend to be the first to sell out here at HSN.
But you know what I love love more than any of that, as someone who comes from a family of all different sizes, we're not charging more.
Yeah,
everyone's going to get them for the same price, and that is so important to me with size equality. So it doesn't matter what size you are. If you get the wide calf or the regular wide calf width, they will be $39.99 for all 4 pairs. If you go for the ankle, it'll be $37.99 for all 4 pairs. So whichever size you choose, we're not going to be charging you extra, even though it does cost extra to create that extra machine and do the process differently. I love that Tommy Copper was able to put everyone into consideration and wanted to make sure everyone was included in this. You know, if you don't have your HSN credit card yet and you're thinking of signing up for one, wouldn't it be really cool to just make a phone call, get a credit card number over the phone. You don't have to wait for them to mail it to you. Put that credit card number into this purchase and then say, yeah, apply that $40 please to this purchase. Pay no shipping and handling. And then just for making a phone call today, get your favorite 4 pairs of socks you've ever owned in the mail. And that's it. Because I think you'll have to pay tax once and that's it. But what a great way to take advantage of that credit card right now, because $40 is a very high amount of promotion. I see it a lot at 10, 15, 20, 40 is great. So the shorter ones here, Laura, these ones are also the moisture wicking and the anti-odor?
Of course, moisture wicking, anti-odor, all of that. You have the Stay Top band here on the top, the air conditioning panels. We call these the air conditioning panels, the breathability panels on the side there in order to keep your legs cooler. The graduated compression is tightest at the ankle and it loosens. You can actually see how the weave physically loosens on the sock as you go up and up towards the heart. Notice how it gets a little looser there and looser here. It does that on purpose because it's helping that circulation in your body. Let's face it, your blood pools in your extremities and gets stuck there. And that's why we get tired. That's why we start to see the aches and pains, right? So compression helps push that up towards the heart where it's supposed to be, where it can pump fluid and just give us all of those amazing benefits of reducing the aches and pains and starting to really shorten the recovery time of your muscles, along with our patented technology. There's just so much built into one sock. Once you try these on, you start to replace all the socks because you realize that you're not grabbing for the other ones nearly as often.
It's true.
Yeah.
You know, I do a lot of things to help the throbbing in my feet.
This is an easy one, right?
This
is so easy. You just put it on your body.
My leg up and trying that diet, and I don't know which direction my veins are going, but it's never the right direction. Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, this was wonderful. Thank you so much. We do have a couple hundred people in line right now, still waiting to order these. So if that's one of you, hold tight. We'll definitely get to you. But of course, you can always use our QR code or go to hsn.com for a faster and a little bit easier checkout. I love our rugs around our studio here. We have wonderful rugs. One of the biggest reasons I don't tend